being 7 o'clock, I'm going to call this meeting to order. The first thing on the agenda is a public hearing for the acceptance of some streets. I'll start out by reading the notice as it appeared in the Brockton Enterprise on March the 9th and March the 16th. Notice of the West Bridgewater, Town of West Bridgewater, notice of public hearing. Notice is given pursuant to Mass General Laws, Chapter 41, Section 81K through 81GG, and the Planning Board Rules and Regulations 3.3.10.2. The West Bridgewater Planning Board will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, March the 24th, 2021 at 7 p.m. at the Council on Aging to discuss the street acceptance and release of surety for the following: BC Way, Elm Terrace, Meadow Spring Drive, Copper Beach Circle, Sycamore Lane, and Oakwood Lane. Copies are available at the town clerk's office, and all invited parties are invited to attend, and COVID regulations will be in effect. I'll start out by introducing the board. On my far right is Tony Kinahan. My immediate right is James Noyes. On my left is Jerry Stetson. Donna Carter is our recording secretary, and I'm Hugh Hurley, the chairman. This is a public hearing, and so you'll have a chance to talk if you have anything you'd like to say about it. And just ask that you wait and get my, allow me to let you talk. I just don't want everybody jumping up at the same time. This is a prelude to the annual town meeting. These are roads that were built under the Subdivision Control Act. They were done a number of years ago. I'm not sure now, but I know some of them have been around probably for upwards of 20 years. So with this process, it will then go to, after we have our public hearing, we'll make a recommendation to the selectmen. The selectmen will also have a hearing to determine whether they put it on the warrant for the annual town meeting. And then at the annual town meeting, the townspeople will have an opportunity to vote to accept it. At which point, when it's accepted, you will be on a public street. Right now, you're on private roads, which you still have most of the benefits of a public street, but you've got the house, you pay the taxes, you should be on public streets. So we're going to do that for you. The first thing is, I quickly read off the list. I'm just going to say each one and what is involved, and I'll do it by the order that I have here. BC Way, which is it's a 4-lot subdivision located off of Manley Street. Elm Terrace is, I believe, is a 2-lot subdivision located off of East Street, and is at the Bridgewater town line. In fact, the front corner, a little 10 by 10 corner of the street, is actually in the town of Bridgewater. The next one is Meadow Spring Drive, which is located off of Spring Street. It's a 2-lot subdivision. And then the next three being Copper Beach, Oakwood Lane, and Sycamore, are in a subdivision that's located off of Crescent Street. This is probably one of the older ones, and all of those 3 streets make up the subdivision. With that being said, does anybody have any questions? This is a public hearing. If you have any questions, concerns, all I ask that it be related to the street, and if you do want to speak, please give your name and your address, and then you're welcome to speak. Yes, sir.
My name's Zachary Hickman, I live at 1 Elm Terrace. I just have concerns of, or a question, I guess, if it's not accepted, what do we do? I mean, we bought a piece of property in land court, you know, obviously with attorneys and documentations that once the street was paved, granite curbing was put in, it was gonna be taken over by the town. I mean, I got a builder that built 2 houses, could flee the country, and then what, we're left to take care of a road?
It's, for the most part, whenever we get to this process, they all get accepted. So I'm not saying.
Well, I mean, I do know towns, or streets in the town that have got denied. I mean, there's a street here it's been what, 20 years?
Yeah, but they've never been, they've never come up and, no.
Okay.
They, no, usually when they get to here. But a private way, you still have all the rights to it. And I believe that the town is now currently plowing the snow. Are they doing it on your street? I know some of the
No,
others.
we pay to have the
Oh,
street
you're
cleared.
still doing, okay. Yours is one of the newest ones to come along, so some of the others have been done for a while, they're done, so, probably, but a private way, you still have all the rights of it. It's just that with the public way, then anything goes wrong, the town will take care of it.
Well, yeah, I don't really think myself or my neighbors concerned about the rights of the street. It's of who's gonna plow it, and when the street falls apart, who's gonna pay to fix it. Between 2 houses, we pay over $20,000 a year in taxes, and now we have to maintain a street that should be the town's responsibility. I'm just, you know, kind of baffled at what am I paying, or what are we paying $20,000 a year for?
Usually when these go to town meeting, they go through very quickly. But with that being said, town meeting, that's one of the beauties of a little town like West Bridgewater. You can go there and your vote counts just as much as anybody else there. This is your chance to do it, so I would definitely say go to the town meeting. It's going to be on May the 10th. It's the second Monday in May. But I'm quite assured that these are going to go through, but you never can tell, but, you know, I would definitely suggest that you go to the meeting.
I also have a fear, we were not notified by attorneys, land court, anyone, as you just specified. I mean, it doesn't even say it on the plot plans that 10 by 10 area of our street is in a different town.
Yeah, it doesn't matter really. It's still there. It's okay. In fact, the only reason I brought it up was for the sake of identifying where it is. That was the main reason when I listed them off. That was my main reason for doing it. That does not have any problem with that.
One last question, I'm sorry. Will we get certified mail again about the town meeting?
No.
Okay.
No, that's why, and unless you, it's required by law that the constables post a notice, which they posted in several places, the town hall, the library, probably in this building, because it is a public building. And it is put in the newspaper, in the Brockton Enterprise, and I know for a fact there's very few people who still read the
Where
Enterprise.
is the location of that meeting, and what time?
It'll be at the high school, at the gymnasium in the high school. And I'm not sure of the time. I think it's 7, but I wouldn't count on it. You can go online. The town has a very good webpage. Just go westbridgewater.org, and they have a very good webpage. And it's very, set up like here. It's very friendly or safe for the COVID. The reason it's in the gymnasium is spread out all over the place. They set every 6 feet. They'll set up the chairs just like it is here, and they come in like this building. The fire department came in before this meeting, and sprayed it. They have a antiseptic spray that they spray. And when we leave before tomorrow morning, before the Council on Aging uses it, the fire department will come back and do it. So it's very safe as far as going to a meeting. And everybody's taken everything very serious. But I definitely, you should go. And it's a good experience. It's democracy at its finest, a town meeting is. Yes, ma'am, you had a question?
I did. Karen McGowan from 7 Copper Beach Circle. I think one of his questions though was like, if it doesn't get passed tonight or at town meeting, can you just tell us what the next step is?
Well, it's a couple things. One, you could actually petition directly. You could probably petition us because we'd do it again, because we happen to feel that once you go through the process, it's a very, well, your developer who made your area, once she goes through, it's a very intense, we cover all kinds of things. By the time they're done, they should be, they're the best streets in town. They should be accepted. So we'll fight for you, but also there is a petition process that you can do. If it doesn't work out by any chance, give me a call and I will put you in touch with the specific section on petition. I'm not going to do it now.
No, that's fine.
But I'm quite sure that it will be done, because it should be done. They did a lot of work to bring it up to your area, because it was done a while ago and it was some problems, and the developer came back in and did a lot of work to clean it up and make it a presentable area. So it will be. I'm sure it will be, but until with a vote of, when you get a couple hundred people together, you never know what the vote is going to be. So
I don't remember one ever not being voted at town meeting.
It's also, I was going to mention too, it's also to the town's benefit, because once the streets are accepted, the state will give the town more money to maintain the streets and roads too. So it does also benefit the town in that regard.
Right. I think there was the problem with the one street from last year, but that was because of the septic and the way the septic ran underneath the street and everything over on Pearl Street. Like, I don't think it was a normal situation.
yeah, well, that's a different. That is a different area than this one.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Does there anybody else have any questions?
Sorry, Anderson Jim from TVC Way. What
Okay.
will be the reason if the town don't accept to remove the private way? What will be the reason the street?
There is no reason. It's to our benefit. It's to your benefit. It's just a procedure. It's you go A, B, C, D, and this is, down the alphabet somewhere. This is where it should be. It's be done. I'm sure it will. They always have been done, and just like Mr. Noyes just explained, it helps with our money that we get from the state, because they pay
And all
that.
this, to reach this point, this has already gone through the town's attorney, all the legal paperwork for easements, it's wording, it's all been done. This is like, we're on third headed for home. I mean, there's been a lot of work done prior to getting to this.
I noticed a couple of you were taking pictures. I've got some small copies of the plan. If you tell me which streets you are, I'll hand them out as long as I've got them. If anybody, yes, sir. Which street?
TVC Way.
EC Way. Okay.
Can we have three real quick?
That's one. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, I do have more. Another one. There's another one. Anybody else on another street on anything? Yes, sir.
Excuse me, on 2BC Way, I've been living over there already 5 years. I'd just like to know when this street is gonna be accepted, because I've been plowing my neighbors for the last 5 years.
Okay.
And I know, what's his name, the builder, Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis. And I guess you know what's going on, and I guess you guys more than $45,000 from him. Is it something he did wrong, or?
No, we hold the money when we got the time, so I'll explain the procedure. Going through it, we approve it, and then they build it, and they usually just do the base course, and then they build the houses. Then they come back afterwards, they put the final course, the curbing, the sidewalks, the lumen seating, do everything there. And when they want to start building, after they get the base course in, what they do is they put money up. It's surety. They give us money, we put it in the bank book. As they do the work, we will draw down on it. But we always keep some money, a contingency, at the end until it's all done. In fact, BC Way, we have $4,600 still we're holding. When this is done, we will release, after it's accepted, we will take out of it the fees for the recording. It costs money to get out to the registry of deeds and record it. And at that point, we'll give everything back. But we hold money. It's a surety. It's a thing to make sure that it is done. And to answer your question, when it's going to be the May 10th, the town meeting, when the moderator says that this warrant article is approved, at that instant, your street is a public street.
Think will happen this year?
Oh, yeah, no, at May the 10th.
Like next year, if we have like snow, you guys gonna be plowing?
No, at that point, the town will take over all that maintenance.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, sir.
So, this may be a dumb question, but, so May 10th, the decision is made that day?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, at the town meeting.
Okay.
And when the gavel comes down, he says, Article such and such is approved, that's it. It's done.
What is the bond left on Elm Terrace?
We gave him some money a little while ago, but, yeah, we got about 12 grand, 11,848.
Can I ask what is left on the Copper Beach, Oakwood, and Sycamore?
It's pretty well taken care of. It's nothing left there. Because in fact, Mr. Hashem came in and put additional money in. We were holding money and he was finishing it up, and it was some additional money that he contributed just so that he could get it all finished up to spec. So his is, yes, sir. Okay, which street are you? Yeah, those are BC.
Oh, this is BC.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I gave you Elm Terrace, okay. That's my fault. They were both small. Let me see if I got another one. I may have another one here. There you go. That was my fault. Okay, is there any further questions from the input, or input from the public? Okay, I'm going to ask for a motion to,
So moved. For the acceptance to town meeting.
Well, the motion should read to recommend to the selectmen that the following streets be put on the warrant for the annual town meeting. And, okay, let's do that motion.
I'll make a motion that the 5 streets be passed on to the selectmen to be put on the warrant.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
The vote is unanimous of the 4 present. The other thing is we need a motion to release unto the developers the remainder of the surety.
With the exception of what, 500 each?
Well, yeah, let's,
1,000 each.
no, let's just say after town meeting, rather than doing anyway. And actually, we'll probably,
I'll move that we, why don't we just,
that the, after the town meeting and the roads are accepted, that the surety be released to the developers for the following
wanna
ways.
table it till after town meeting?
Yeah,
I move
well,
we-
we got it in, this is the public, public
Yeah, but
hearing.
We're not gonna, if we're gonna change on it,
We can-
table the
we-
discussion on it till after town meeting.
You want to say just like release the surety less the recording fees or?
Yeah, that's usually what's in the letter, I sent.
It was,
The
okay,
interest and
Okay.
you keep 500.
okay. All right, so, all right, so the motion should read then to release the surety, except for holding 500 for the recording, for BC Way, which is $4,656. Elm Terrace, which is $11,848, and Meadow Spring, which is $21,431. So the numbers will be less, these numbers less the 500 that we're holding for recording.
So move.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are you ready, Donna?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Vote is unanimous of the 4 present. Okay, with that being said, I just want to wish everybody, if they have a chance, by all means, go to the town meeting, which is on Monday, May the 10th. You'll be at the high school gymnasium, and you'll be able to participate in democracy at its finest. With that said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:23.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Vote is unanimous of the 4 present. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.